What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, do everything necessary to get this thing to live long, thrive, and survive. Let's go ahead and take a look at this, guys, real quick. I'm so sorry that I'm coming up to you super late right now, guys, but it comes with absolute reason, okay? Number one, of course, I got a different perspective for you to observe what XRP could be potentially doing in the immediate short term. Above else, we are also looking at some other closures here above that critical volume area that we were talking about, guys, which just ups the probabilities here for continuation. But guys, I gotta be honest with you, and I gotta show you, I'm gonna be completely transparent here, right? Showing you my DMs, but this is me and the team right now, guys. We are absolutely in this type of eureka moment right now, right? We're looking at this as the limit order confirmation for the algorithm, okay, guys? So like we are completely just in celebration right now, because we may have just uncovered like the next big thing next to a toaster, okay? I'm just kidding. But you're looking at in the screen, guys, the limit order confirmation for the algorithms triggering, okay? What that means, guys, is that we're going to be able to officially start triggering this massive algorithm, I think, tonight, guys. And take a look at this. Look at the stats here, guys. Look at the stats. I'm sorry, I'm gonna get you the XRP, but you gotta hear this, because this is also available for you, okay? It's all available for you at the fucking top of that right. Hit that link before it goes away, okay, guys? Because this, I think, is it, and we're gonna be sharing the script with you as well, okay? We're gonna share the same script so you can be able to trigger it when you do have this algorithm, okay, guys? So look at this. Let me get rid of the camera and just show you what this is doing, okay, guys? So from the beginning, let's go to the beginning of the trades here that the algorithm is taking into account, right? All right, so this is it right here. January 19th of this year, guys. January 19th of this year, all the way up to today, which is the 9th of February, which means that it's just about 20 days, man. 22 days or whatever that is to create this ridiculous ass gain. Look at this. 1,200% to the upside, and the account started off with what? 16K, and we're risking $14,000, guys. In 20 days, this thing has turned it into damn nearly 200K. Stop. Okay. Anyway, let's get back to XRP. Hit that fucking link up there. Hit that link up there, because this might be the last night, guys. And I think we may have had that eureka moment tonight. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at XRP's price action here, guys. I'm super stoked right now, man. Okay. Anyway, look at this now, guys. On XRP, this is an interesting moment here as well. Why? Because I don't know if you guys know a trader by the name of Fiboswani, right, guys? He has a technique and a method that he has for confirmation above areas for continuation, right? So he tends to look at 3 consecutive settles for something above a certain zone before it can go ahead and continue into the next whatever based on his criteria. Well, on a daily time frame right now on XRP, take a look at that massive amounts of candles right here. This is settle number 1, settle number 2, and of course the candle that just closed about 7 hours ago, closed and settled above the critical volume, the high volume node here, guys. This is 100% powerful, guys. Of course, I can't tell you that it can't just, immediately shift to the downside. I can't tell you that it's not going to sell off. What I can tell you is that by doing these 3 settles above a critical zone, it does tell us that it has a higher probability for upside continuation. Okay, guys, that's the thing here. I can't promise you anything, right? The markets are going to be eternally random, right? But anyway, let's go ahead and now give you a different perspective here, guys. You already know we already reached some of the targets here that we were looking for regarding the falling wedge, right? Which was also very similar to the falling wedge inside of BTC as well. Okay, well, now observing price and studying price the way that I've been doing it here, I think that we may have a different perspective. So why don't we do this? Let's go ahead and get rid of this here, right? This too, this here, this, right? We're going to get a clean perspective out of this thing. So and also this. Why don't we do this as well, right? Let's get rid of the wedge. So then we could observe what's happening here in price action overall. Because yeah, I get it, right? It does look like a breakout from a wedge, but it looks like it's also prepping something entirely different, and it may be part of a larger time frame formation. Okay, so I'm gonna display it to you now, right? Take a look at this. This damn ticker is so notorious for these formations, right, guys? Oh my goodness. Take a look at this, guys. Of course, this is your inverse head and shoulders, right? As Crown calls it, an inverse herpal derpal or herpy derpy, right, guys? So there it is right there, man. This is, well, you know, to its respect, it does have, you know, a pretty high merit considering its batting average here, right? So not bad at all. So what we do here is try to determine what that neckline is, or how is it looking, right? Like this here. So I think that using the confluence between this touch point here, this up here, and this alongside the opening of it, I think that could be reason enough to believe here that that could actually be the neckline from our inverse head and shoulders. Now, the neckline is important because we need to also use it to measure the price objective, right? So this is going to be like this. Check it out. Just like this. We apply this thing to the right-hand side, right? In the center of both of these shoulders here, right? And this gives us the price objective. So I know you guys remember that the previous price was telling us that we would take this thing to maybe around 266 to 274-ish, 272-ish. Well, this thing is having us take it to maybe around 283.57, maybe 284. I think it's viable, right? I do think it's viable too. The next thing is that in the last 4-hour bars, what I'm saying here is over the last couple of 4-hour bars here, we came back down to our liquidity zone here, right? And that's kind of very confluent to this liquidity zone here too. So anytime we dive into this heavy area here, we're just diving in to pick up more and more bulls, which is cool. You know, I'm not complaining at all. So I mean, if we're able to validate that and continue towards the upside, that'd be amazing, because the next price action would be around 284. So let's go ahead and take a look at the immediate short term to see if we have some volatility to suggest otherwise, or to suggest, is it in confluence here with, is it confluent, right, to the upside suggestions that we're getting based on the market cap closures? Well, at least in the 10-minute time frame, at least in the 10-minute time frame, I am catching a bit of an upside bias here. Granted, we are getting some contraction, right? So that's some deceleration here. Let's see the 15. Okay, so the 15 did have a nice parabolic run towards that upside, right? So very cool recoveries. Now, the 30-minute time frame does show it doesn't have too much give here, and it's still expanding with an upside posturing, right? So now the hourly time frame, well, that's completely, this is all consolidation, right? Right at the mean, where we're sitting at that fair value. Of course, we're talking about the fair value. Guys, we are literally sitting at that fair value right now, right? It's also curious that the hourly time frame is suggesting that right at the 50% of volatility. That's typical. Now, what about this? Check this out. This is the bi-hourly time frame with an upside bias and expansion happening. That's cool. Now, the 3-hour time frame expanding, and we have some upside continuation there as well. It looks like we still have a kink here towards that upside, and we're starting to expand. Guys, I think that we have about 6 hours of upside coming in pretty soon from the opening valuation of this 6-hour bar. So from this 6-hour bar, we have about 11 cents, about 12 cents, right? 11. So it says 11.89. So yeah, that would be just about 12 cents to the upside, which leaves us at a current ATR top, which the algorithm tells you it can take you to around 251. Now, 251 is a pretty interesting area to go into, because we know that to be the current high. That's what we experienced just yesterday, over the last couple of days, right? We said that we would get a little bit of a pump to the upside, and here it is at 251, right? So that's currently the resistance that we're looking for, which would be good, right? The reason why I'm saying it's good is because if you're looking at this, say, for example, on a 3-hour time frame, and then you start to map out that direction bias, right? We could do something like this, right? We'll zigzag around, zigzag like this, right? Pick up some support down here, then get the 251 average that we're getting from the upside on the 6-hour. Use this to start validating the trend line that we're actually creating the neckline out of, right? From the inverse head and shoulders, and then continue towards the upside. So that could very well be the situation here. Okay, guys. So if that's it, then then we should probably have some upside continuation in larger time frames, right? So larger time frames are actually starting to potentially shift here. Here's your daily time frame showing a little bit of an upside bias, expansions even still, right? Expansion even still, sorry. Bi-daily time frame is starting to cross over here, right? And we still have some expansion going, guys. So I think that we're in the right here. We have a kink right here, right? So it's kinking with expansion as well, man. Guys, I think we're probably prepping something here silly, and it may actually start going towards the upside. Okay, so now I know that I've given you a $2 and potentially $2.84 target, but in reality, your true resistance when you're observing this type of movement. You're sitting above here at this area here. You're inside of that zone that we talked about from the volume. We would slide up, guys. So there is a real possibility here that we could literally go into testing the 290 to about 305. Okay, so let's wait for this. Maybe over the span of the next 3 days, maybe 2 days. Let's find out. But I do think that we may be at a local floor right now. And again, guys, I can't promise it. I can't promise that this is the end all be all. But I am excited to tell you that it probably is. Okay, so just please be careful. All right, do not bet what you're not willing to lose, right? All that jazz, right? And make sure to always respect the disclaimers here and all that good stuff, guys. I am a training instructor, so make sure to get in touch with me at arcmasterscores@gmail.com. It's not too late to get you enrolled here. Make sure that you can make that New Year's resolution true. Okay, guys, this is the money for the families. This is the money for our kids, for our friends, right, guys? We want to make sure that we can bring up the fam all together and make sure that everyone is in fact healthy, right, guys? So I love you all very, very, very much. Make sure to get that algo, guys, because as soon as it's done, guys, I probably am just gonna go to Puerto Rico. Okay, guys, I don't know. Well, I'm gonna stream there too for you guys, but I'm just saying. All right, all right. So, but anyway, I love you guys so much, and yeah. So fucking let's do this thing, man. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, team. Adios. Please take whatever I do show and iterate within these videos as just a form of entertainment, as I cannot suggest for you to buy, sell, or hold any assets whatsoever. Ever. I need you to do your own due diligence and everything will be cool. But with that said, team, I wish you well, a very, very good rest of your night and or day, and I will catch you at the bell mañana. Adios, team. Oh, yeah.